Welcome everyone. I'm Alexander Mihalcea, and today we have one of the industry leaders, Sagar Salvi, co-founder and director of CreativeWebo. Welcome, Sagar. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Alexander. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm great, and also because I'm excited to have you on the podcast today, and I'm sure you're going to be of great value for the audience. Now,
Likewise. Thank you.
now, before we dive in, could you give us a quick overview of what CreativeWebo does?
Absolutely. So CreativeWebo is a custom software agency where we help startups, corporates to develop their products, SaaS applications, MVP, and we try to be their extended arm or we try to become their technology partner in all their technical need.
Okay, that's fascinating. And basically, what inspired you to create Creative Web? Was there a specific moment or experience that sparked this journey?
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of inspirations. Of course, we really wanted to start our own agency since long. I mean, CreativeWebo was started by three childhood friends. We were doing masters, MBA in post our post graduation. Then it's an interesting story. I mean, while studying in the library, we came up with the thought this is the right time to start the agency. And then our main objective is to provide creative web solutions initially.
Mhm.
And then we identified the name, okay, let's provide a creative web solutions. Then why not to name Creative Web
Yeah,
O? And then we found the domain and then we booked it.
perfect. Okay. And what was your background before starting this venture?
So I myself is a software developer. Prior to starting this company, we started this company in 2019. Prior to this, we were individually working as a software developer and had a experience of more than 7 to 8 years in IT companies and digital agencies.
Okay, see, it's interesting. But for example, how did you evolve from a team of interns to serving 300 plus clients?
It was a great journey. I mean, it's all about perseverance and consistency. I believe the founder needs to be hardworking, and fortunately, I have got the founders who are very much into giving their best 24 by 7.
Okay, I see. And what inspired you to your recent expansion into Dubai's free zone?
We were already catering to a couple of clients in UAE and Qatar, being an Indian company. Then we thought of having our own registration in UAE, can capitalize more on MENA region, specifically GCC,
Okay.
and can give us a great capitalism over there.
Okay, I see. Now, let's go back to when you first started. So, what major challenges or gaps did you see in the market that made you think this needs to be solved?
We found that companies like us were very much focused towards technological development, and there were very limited companies who were giving creative solutions in product development. So we tried identify that problem. We have I myself hold a very good interest in user behavior and psychology. So we thought rather than developing a product which is more into a functional, let's create a product which is more user experience driven, which is more UI driven.
Yeah.
And with that, we try to identify our niche and cater to, I mean, till date, cater to more than 300 plus clients.
Okay, it's very interesting. And could you elaborate on why the existing solutions weren't meeting these needs at the beginning?
I would really not say that the earlier solution providers or the earlier solutions were not satisfying. I mean, as the market is evolving and the technology space is really evolving in all the businesses and all the domains. So the market value of this industry is really large,
Yeah.
and there is enough work to all the IT service provided. So we are just trying to cater to those market. I mean, try to increase our share in the market value.
Yeah. Okay, okay, I see, I see. And for example, because I have a curiosity by then, so are the key patterns you've observed in startup failures?
That's an interesting question. I mean, there are many reasons, but nowadays I believe most of the startups are running behind acquiring funds to increase their valuation. I
Yeah.
mean, as a startup, we first need to identify whether our business model is really sustainable or not. Whether am I actually solving the real problem or not? So I believe that is really missing in most of the startups. But there are a couple of startups who are good, at least in India, to I mean, working in a real ground and try to identify the challenges and try to cater to those challenges in the larger way.
Okay, I see. And for example, how do you help founders validate their problem solution fit?
Yeah, it's always a mutual collaborative approach. I mean, we first try to understand what problem statement they are solving and how sustainable is their business. Then we do the user research. We try to identify what kind of niche and what kind of target audience they are catering to, whether the product is really a right fit, and then we give our honest opinion and then come up with a consultative approach. Okay, this can work well and this may not work well, and then having a mutual communication and mutual agreement. Then client always like to be having a partner rather than a service provider. So we
Mhm.
always come up with a consultative approach to our potential clients and the partners.
Okay, okay, I see. And because you mentioned this, what's your perspective on founders who build for funding versus solving the problems?
Um, so I mean, both the things are right at their way. I mean, you already have a giant pioneer business model which is catering to the larger audience and it has a great market share. So, replicating that product and I mean, sharing some space of that market value is also a good idea. And
Yeah,
finding the real problem and then giving the solution. Of course, it's a long journey, but when you crack it, then nothing like it. I mean, you are your company may do great in long
yeah,
run.
yeah, right, right, right. And now walk us through how Creative Web addresses these challenges. What makes your approach unique?
So, as I said, we always come up with the consultative approach. Okay, we try to become the partner to our client. We don't treat our client as a client. We treat them as a partner, as a extended arm, as I said, technological arm, and we listen them. We try to identify what challenges they are solving, and then we try to consult them at each level. So
Hmm.
in a product
Hmm.
development, we have a set pattern that we just discuss the brief, brainstorm, then do the research,
Yeah.
and do the UI UX strategy, and then do the development, and then
Okay.
further deployment. Then the ongoing enhancement keeps happening. So, I mean, we are like a one-stop solution that we provide to them, from consulting to execution and then further enhancing the overall product.
Okay, I see, I see. And also, could you explain your process of helping clients define their product vision?
So client always come up with their own vision. Okay, I mean, they are the subject matter experts in their field. Okay, we just try to identify and come up with a different perspective and different approach altogether, and try to showcase a different mirror to them, And if both the parties are really aligned with each other, then that becomes a great association to deliver a great product.
Now, so what role does UI and UX design play in your development strategy?
It really plays the major role. I mean, UI UX is everywhere. It plays really a great role in success of any product. Your application really needs to look good, feel good, and it should have a great accessibility. Then only it may get far away from all the competitors, and then the probability of getting more user base and user retention uh, takes place when you have a great UI UX.
Okay, okay, I see. And now I have another curiosity because I think this is very interesting. So, when you talk to potential clients, what's the biggest misconception they typically have about what you do?
Um, so they always believe that we are just techies and we are just mm, service provider, I would say. Um they don't really think that we can also add value to their overall life in the application development or in the product development. So, but when we have a first meeting and when we interact with them and when we put up our thought process, then they think that okay, this company or this agency can be a right fit for my
Mhm,
product
mhm.
development.
Okay, it's very interesting. And also, could you share a specific success story of a client who saw significant results using your solution?
Um, yeah, there are many success stories, but I would really like to share a recent one. Okay, right now we are building one product for our Ireland-based client. It's really a confidential requirement, but from uh, design to overall content, from overall application development and the website and the DevOps and further maintenance, that everything is done by us. And I mean, we are we are very much providing a one-stop solution to them, and the client is really happy. I mean, they have recently given a testimonial on our Clutch platform. But it's interesting journey. I mean, we have been working with them since last 1 year, and client is happy. I mean, at the end of the day, that's our objective. No matter in the process how much hurdle are you facing, how much difference in opinion do you have, but the overall end result needs to have a greater positive output, and client needs to be happy.
Okay, okay, it's very interesting. And now, looking at the broader industry, what key trends are you seeing emerge?
Um, this era is all about AI, I would say. Artificial intelligence is evolving, and it has evolved to certain level, but in next 5 years the things will change completely in artificial intelligence. I mean, there are immense possibilities. Apart from that, in IoT, there is a huge potential, I would say, IoT and robotics, where everything will be automated, everything will be through internet in coming future, I would say. So it has a great opportunity in AI, IoT, or data science for that matter.
Okay, okay. But for example, how do you see the custom software development landscape evolving?
Um, it would always evolve. I mean, no matter there are many ready-made tools which are evolving to help you develop softwares and tools, but they are catering to a larger requirement. But when you have a real scenarios, or when you have a real strategy, I mean the different strategy, then you need to have a customized software, of
Yeah.
course, by integrating the latest AI AI tools and other helping tools. But it has a good opportunity in custom software development.
Okay, okay, I see. But for example, in the Dubai market, what emerging opportunities do you see?
Um, um, More than Dubai, in GCC, I would say the real estate market is really evolving in UAE and Saudi, and the transformation of traditional life cycle into a technological execution is raising over there. Now everything is getting automated, and it has a great opportunity in any of the industry. You name fintech, finance, you name real estate or manufacturing. There is still a good opportunity to automate the whole processes in those industries. So it has a great opportunity over there.
Okay, I see. And what do you think most business owners are getting wrong when they're trying to address this specific problem?
So, uh, so this today you really can't be a service provider. When you are a solution provider, the chances of getting success is more. So, all the business owners really need to focus on giving the value addition and giving the right solution. Then the probability of getting success is higher, I would say.
Okay. And in your opinion, what advice would you give to founders starting their tech journey?
Um, I would say start with small. I would say take a small step, one step at a time, and try finding the niche. Defining your niche with respect to your offerings, with respect to industries, would be the future.
Okay, I see. That's a really good advice in regard to the potential trends. And as you wrap up, what's next for CreativeWebo? Any exciting developments on the horizon?
So we are evolving and experimenting so much into AI products. We are developing couple of AI products and innovations in-house only to increase our capabilities in AI domain. And right now we are doing couple of projects with client as well, with agentic AI and generative AI. So yeah, I mean, further 2 years would be more interesting because we hope to see a major switch in overall technological transformation in coming 2 years.
Okay, okay, I see. And for listeners who want to learn more or potentially work with CreativeWebo, what's the best way to get in touch?
You can get in touch with us by visiting our website www.creativewebo. You can email us. You can ping our on social media. I'm there on LinkedIn. So you have all the possibilities to reach out to us, and you can definitely visit to our Dubai office as well.
Yeah, perfect, perfect, perfect. So thank you for sharing these insights about you, about the company, and about the whole story. And thank you for this amazing podcast session.
Thank you so much, Alexander, for your time, and I believe you are doing a God's job by providing value addition to individuals' life. Keep
Thank you,
doing that. Take care. Thank you.
thank you very much, and see you in the next episode.
See you tomorrow.